Hello, hello, New York. How's everyone doing? That was quite a move. To the outside. Hello. A rookie mistake again. I keep on doing that. I just don't learn that. But anyway, that was a beautiful move, by the way, to on NQ. But it was one of the highs that I had in mind, but I'm not really sure if that is the weekly objective. It could be though, but then it didn't take out the high, right? So we're gonna wait for news now. 10 o'clock. So that's in about 4 minutes. Yes, let's just wait now because now I'm not getting into anything. It was a good move to the upside. I tried to take it, but I was not really prepared for the move itself. So, because I was already, thinking I'm just gonna wait until 10 o'clock. But yeah, look at this beautiful market maker buy model, right? Here in London, we already said it is definitely in a buy model, and I was very bullish. Now I didn't hope that it would take out, everything already in that 9:30 run, and maybe it would leave something for the 10 o'clock, maybe perhaps. But yeah, so I'm a little bit disappointed to see this. London was not easy to trade. It was just consolidation and just, so we stopped the stream at some point. But yeah, definitely bullish. But now we just have to reassess, see what price is going to do on NQ, that is. And yeah, let's quickly have a look on, I just want to check, make sure that we didn't take a high. And if there's SMT with ES. Let me just double check how they're doing. No SMT yet, but they all took out a significant level. Rejection, ES is in the rejection block, and what is NQ? I'm looking at the 15-minute. It's a little bit tinier rejection. It looks like NQ has, I would say, we're so close to the high, right? Yesterday's high, or Wednesday high actually. Oh, we actually took out Thursday's high. That is actually enough for TGIF. But we're so close to Wednesday's high. So we took out Thursday's high. We didn't take out Wednesday's high. So technically, we could go back into the range and go to TGIF, but it is a significant level that it hit, to be honest. So I'm just a little bit not sure what to make of it. But then again, we just have to wait till 10 o'clock and then we'll see what happens. Um, my model, my 10-4, I don't think it will play out today. The 4 o'clock from today we hit many times already, so that's not in play anymore. But let's see. Is there an old 4 o'clock a little bit further down that I can use? Because that's sometimes there is one here. 195. We have, yeah. We'll see. We'll just have to wait till 10 o'clock. Choo 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 choo. What did we hit here? 138. I'll just go on the continuous contracts here. 3938. I'm going to take a short with. I have 3937. Let's go in for a short. Yeah, go. Why are you not selling? Why is my... Oh, here you go. No, 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 no. That's wrong. Why are you not working? Oh, see, what's going on here? I need you to go out. You are delayed. Why are you delayed? So I'm short. I have a short bias on gold now, so I want to take a short, but come on. Why are you waiting? It's just a paper trade, but 3937. It's my TP, and I think it's going to go fast now. 39. Come on. 3940. Come on. 3940. This is my level here. My stop loss will be here. It's my gold trade for today. Hey Sonowing, how are you doing? Long time no see. I think I haven't seen you for a while. Not this week, right? So on request of some people, they want me to go over gold. So I am touching gold and just paper trading, getting to know the levels, and so yeah, I'm just waiting for NQ after 10 o'clock. Oh, it's 10 o'clock already. So I'm just it's a little bit of an easier read for me at the moment. Do you trade gold, by the way? How are you doing? I'm just looking at NQ on the other side here. Do you trade gold? I also want to do, so I'm testing some things now, like, because I know NQ pretty well with all the levels and things that I use with NQ. So I'm sort of like testing now all the things that I use on NQ, how clean they are on gold. So now this is something that I always worry about when we go through the range, and then this is a fake out, then we could go back into the range, but let's see. Oh, you trade, yeah, I know you traded Indian market, yeah. I want to explore, yeah, so do I. I want to explore gold as well. And just get a little bit more things in my toolbox. And obviously micro, I wouldn't trade gold, the normal future, because one point is $100, so that's a little bit too much. I don't want to take that risk. So I would trade micro gold. And if there's other people that trade gold, I want to know if they trade like NQ. They also have like the monthly contracts, so they have every month. NQ has quarterly contracts, right? So I want to ask them what they prefer to trade, like because I'm on the continuous contract now, but we'll see. I calculated this level, actually 937-ish, but I just want to get out a little bit sooner if it goes down. Yeah. Now this happens a lot, by the way. Then we go through the opening range gap, and then it goes back into the range. So because people think it's going to be bearish, and then it's not. Now I do want to check on NQ quickly. I think it might be a good trade though. This might be a very nice trade that I have on gold. This is actually really, if this is going to work out, let's see how much. 5R trade. Let's see if it works. Yeah, I entered here. Okay. I just used the trading view here. So are you on trading view? So let me show you. It's pretty awesome actually. How do I open? Oh, here you go. So here you see paper trading is on here. You can always see if someone is paper trading. And then here you have where you have a tab. Do you have trading view? And then it just says, oh, you cannot see, I'm in front of it. But if you open this area here, you have a tab, it's a trading view, and then you can just open your ticket, and then you can enter it. But it is under You just have to scroll your screen up a little bit. Let me show you. Yeah, it's a little bit, because I'm in a trade. For some reason, oh here, paper trading. Well, if you have trading view, it's integrated in trading view, and you just open, you just go, you just it's below the charts. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, and so I use that a lot. Yeah, so yeah, you know, and I journal my trades, just as I paper trade a lot, also to warm up when I just start the day to see, do I feel the market? Am I in tune with it? Am I, you know, feeling it correctly? And no, I don't think so. I don't think you need premium to paper trade. You can Google that. I do have premium because I had the you know um Black Friday. When you buy Black Friday, you get like it's like 70% off, and it was cheaper to get the premium than the plan that was before that. So I got premium just because of that, because I was like, okay, it was just a few bucks or something like that. Um, paper trading. Let me Google it for you. Oh, am I going now in the red? No, paper trading is not a paid feature. It's available for free with the basic plan. So if you have basic, you already can get you can get the paper trading. That's pretty awesome, right? You know, think of it. Actually, this was not a good plan for me to enter here because we had the daily open. So obviously it will react here all the time. And like I said, when you see if it goes through the opening range gap this fast, you always have to be mindful. It could be a trap because people think that it's a short and then it's actually, it goes back into the range and it goes higher again. So I might get stopped out because that is just actually bullish instead of bearish because we are at the daily open, we hit the level, but let's see. But I do want to check out NQ quickly here. Okay. Yeah, it's just consolidating. I'm gonna wait for 1034 and NQ. I don't think we're gonna do much before that. So let's go back to gold. Ooh, that looks bad now. Yeah, 38 ticks in the red. That looks now bullish, right? Because we activated a breaker almost. Let's see. So this is 10 o'clock. We are above it now. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'll be stopped out here. This is a paper trade, guys. But just as important, because what did I do wrong? Very stupid. I went in here just before we touched daily open, which is a significant liquidity level. Even if it will go down, it's going to react there. It's definitely, it will hit a point of liquidity, so it's going to go up, either a retracement or it's a reversal. So that was a very stupid trade. I'll be stopped out. Yeah, it's okay. I need to journal that, and um, that was not a smart trade. That was really not a smart move of myself. But anyway, so this is always something that is occurs a lot of the times. It goes to an opening range, and then everybody starts getting bearish because oh, the opening range gap has been filled, so this is bearish. No, ICT said that's a trap sometimes. So okay, you are. That was not a 5R trade. That was a stupid loss, unnecessary. So unnecessary and stupid. Never go short when you are near a level of liquidity. and that's any level. It's the daily open, it is the midnight, it's whatever. Then you're just being dumb, like I was just now. I just didn't. I was too excited because I had calculated something. I thought, oh my god, I see it now. But yeah. But it could just be a small retracement, right? But you don't want to get into the retracement. You always want to wait because it could go back into the range. Let me quickly grade it because I use the gradients, right? Let's see how it's reacting here. Okay, look, it hit the 0.66, so the 1/3 level. 399 was a support. Yes. Yeah, and it's just a liquidity level, so obviously it will always react there. In either it is going to reverse there or it is just a retracement. But you never want to go short at that level. I would, either wait if it goes into the range again and then goes down. But you do not enter here for a short, right? That is just stupid because it is just not. Well, it's just it's really dumb to do that because it will always react here, either like I said, a retracement or a reversal. But now it looks like to me we activated the breaker, so I'm gonna go for a buy now. Let's see. Here, stop loss is a very small stop loss. Let's see. Markets are very resilient. Yes, your chart is 10 minutes behind because you don't have the data. Then you need to have a data subscription. Otherwise, you're 10 minutes behind. That's correct. Yes, it's very annoying to be honest. But you can, because I had that issue, right? I remember a few weeks ago, journaling afterwards because everything is printed and then it's okay. So you just wait and then you can journal and go into the markets. Let me quickly. Did we activate this breaker or not? We have a close above it. The high is 3997 and 3997.5. Yes, we had a close. So the breaker is activated. Yes, yes, you need data. That is a subscription of TradingView. I believe it's about $8. It's between, I think it's somewhere between $5 or $8. I think it's $8 or something. Yes. And then you have to choose obviously what you want to trade. But yes. Yeah, you would hope that it would be that it would be included, but it's not, unfortunately. And I don't think, even though, well, but if you want a subscription on TradingView, wait for Black Friday. That's in November. You get very, very cheap. It's 70% off. So wait, do not buy anything now. Wait until Black Friday. And the subscription, on the other hand, I don't think you can get a deal on that, but I'm not really sure. I don't think so. But wait for Black Friday, Sonowang, because then you get exceptionally good deals and it saves you a lot of money. So if you can hold on a little bit longer, you can buy one now, but I wouldn't pay for a yearly subscription because it's such a waste. It's really expensive then. But with um, Black Friday, it's really a good deal. You get an extra month and you get 70% off, or between 60 and 70% off. And then you can get like either premium for literally, yeah, it's really cheap. considering what you pay to normal prices. So yeah, so just wait. Um, I think they have it every year. They do not skip it. So I'm also I'm already in that um, mode for. I only extend in Black Friday, and every year I get an extra month. They give you an extra month, so yeah. Now I wonder if it's going back down again. I actually have I have a yeah, I think it's still, yeah, it's still, but it did take out the high though here. The breaker is activated. No, I'm staying in. I need to put my stop loss a little bit lower. You know why? There's a gap here. You see this here, this little gap here? There's one here as well. So well, if I get stopped out, I'm stopped. Then it's all paper. Gold is, I'm exploring gold, guys. So full transparency, it's paper trading gold. And still getting my first trades and looking into the levels, and I'm getting out of my comfort zone of trading NQ for 3 years. So I'm married to NQ, so I'm sort of like divorcing him now right now. So well, I'm not divorcing him, but I'm getting an extra. Well, gold is just, you know, a sidekick now. Let's put it that way. Yes. So no, I don't think I will ever divorce NQ. I love NQ, but I think, I must be honest. What I've seen from gold so far, it's very clean, and so I'm just testing the levels. If there's anyone who's in gold, I would like to have some. If you guys trade the monthly contracts, so I know there's monthly contracts, right? So every month, like same like SCL. But if people prefer the continuous contract, and if they I know the differences between and Q, what I have to look for. Sometimes I use both, to be honest, and I look for different things in both. So if anyone is trading gold here and has some feedback on that, what they do, I would love to hear it. So NQ, we hit a level there, which could be a weekly high, which is not the Wednesday high, but we did take out Thursday high. So it could be enough for NQ to go back into the range. So that's why I'm just watching it with one eye, what it wants to do. So I believe we have to wait a little bit longer for NQ to either show its hand. So that's why I am now in the gold trade. And the yellow box is the opening range gap that I am trying. So ICT said in one of his lessons not so long ago that if you have the opening range gap and you see it's traded through, people are fooled that it's a short. So he says a lot of the times what you see when you have when the market opens and it goes through very quickly, be aware it might, because a lot of people are thinking, oh, we filled the gap, we are bullish now, and a lot of the time price will just go up again. So that was one of my part of the analysis. That was one, and then I saw this breaker getting activated by this candle, and that's where I got in at the 10 o'clock here. Yeah, my model 10.4, it's not really here, I guess, but I put my stop below I can show my stop now, by the way, a little bit. Here we go, not too far. Because we hit 0.5, I grade the opening range gap. Let's see if it goes further up. I just want to have a look. I need to do some. I have a lot of screens that I use for. Let me see. What is good? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, we did hit a very significant level on the downside. So yeah, I'm actually a little bit bullish on gold now. Let's see. I think I can raise my TP to 40.32ish. Let me do that. Am I going to do that? Where is it? Yeah, 40.32ish. I'm a little bit bold now. It's a 40.32. Okay, I'm getting a little bit bold here. Might be a long trade. I'll put it here. That would be pretty awesome. FUG at 440.04. Yes, there is a fair value gap, correct. So, but I am actually anticipating that it's going to be disrespected. Um, okay, I'll tell you what I'm seeing. Okay, let me show you why I'm a little bit, I might be wrong, but this is what I see. I see accumulation, manipulation, distribution. So this is the AMD, so accumulation, manipulation, and this is now we get the distribution move to the upside. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I need to get some coffee. I'm quickly gonna. I'm here near my kitchen, so I can make food while I'm trading. I can maybe combine a cooking course. I'm not that good of a cook, but um, it's Friday. We should have a drink. This is no alcohol though. This is just a sugar-free mix, but very nice. But it's Friday. We should have some fun as well, right? We're not going to lose any money. So anyone, we can just improve our trading, and we can go. If I do see a solid trade, I will trade my account though. But I'm very careful now with this market. I'm looking at NQ. NQ looks bullish again. But NQ, I'm going to wait for 1034. Now this is the first presented fair value gap of gold as well. It's right over here. We are above the 0.5. So yes, we are in this fair value gap, as you said. Yes, I know you guys are always, but you guys, I know Indians, you guys stay up late, generally speaking, because I had my best lunch PM sessions when I had most of, I miss you guys. I haven't seen you all week, by the way. I was wondering where all of you were, because I was like, where are my Indian friends? Suddenly they were in the session, and I haven't seen you for all of you, by the way, for a couple of days now. So I guess they don't like me anymore. I'm keeping a close tab on NQ, but I just think it's just going to consolidate for a while. So nothing interesting there to see at the moment. So I'm just, paper trading this gold, getting to know gold, and was partying yesterday with friends. Oh, were you? Aha. You need to do that sometimes as well, right? So, but yesterday was Thursday. Did you work? Did you work today or at school? You're partying with friends, no trading. That's good. Sometimes you need to do that, right? It's important to have fun, do other things, and be sitting behind the charts. Now you see how it reacts at the 1/3, right? So you see how these levels. Um, Now the question is it now? Oh, you were having. Oh my God, yeah, I know. I remember those times when I was younger. I used to sometimes, when you always think, okay, I'm not going to make it too late, and then you are literally going home to take a shower, get dressed, and then you're too afraid to take a nap because you're afraid to oversleep. So then you just keep on going, and then you just go to work without sleep. And when you're really really young, you can still do that. It's sort of like you have to, even though you are just dead at the end of the day. But you're trying to. I always try to take some holiday time. Like, oh my God, could I take a few hours off before I can stop earlier? I'll take a few hours off. But at some point, you just want to die. You're so tired. But hey, that's when you're young. You don't want to sleep. You want to have fun all the time. I just had an awesome time. My wild years. Yeah, that was pretty fun. But anyway, I couldn't do that anymore now, to be honest. Well, I do spend a lot of time behind the charts though. So I can tell from my cats that they get a little bit annoyed because I'm like, they're like, are you again? And then, they try to ruin the setup because it's a form of, they know this, the attention is there. So that's the only thing that I know. Well, I know my boyfriend, he's already used to it, and he works a lot as well. So it's fine, for the time. And I really enjoy it. I mean, for me, this is really I really enjoy building this community and going into the charts and see how it goes. And it's really fun to do. And talk about trading, and be it's we all have the same passion, and I know it's really hard for us traders if we don't have a lot of. I mean, I don't have a lot of friends that I can talk to about trading. They know about what I'm doing and they respect me, but if I talk about it, I can tell they're like, oh well, whatever. I have no idea what you're saying. It's just a gamble, right? It's just 50-50. Oh no, I love it. I mean, I love, because it's an algorithm, and you just have to find the signatures of the algo, right? And that gives you the edge. So that's why I got really until ICT. I was still very eager, but I was always there something missing. But when I started to get into ICT, that was like I could see the logic and I could frame the logic behind the trades, and that's what I like to do. So, and I mean, that's part of this channel, keep on learning, but also if I can share what I've already learned and the mistakes that I've made and, speed up other people's learning curve, that's a win for me. Um, I wonder, does ICT concepts work in Nifty? I guess they do, right? Because all the markets are booked the same. They all have. I wonder. I never heard him say something about. I guess there must be he must have had that question, but crypto works the same. I've been charting crypto as well because I am long term in crypto, but I think crypto works. Forex works, the futures works. I wonder if the Nifty I think ICT logic might also be applicable to the Nifty. I, I I would think so. Yeah, there you go. I mean, and then if you use OTE levels and yeah, I think you can Google. I think you can. Does ICT? I mean, check GBT with does ICT concepts. Let's have a check. Work on. It's just Indian markets. It's the Nifty, right? Yes, ICT concept can be applied to the Indian market, including Nifty, because its core principles are based on universal market structure like order flow and liquidity, which are present in any market. Which are present in any market. Okay. While first developed in the forex market, the methodology is stepped up to other markets, including equities and indices. Though some modification may be necessary. So I guess time-wise, right? So maybe it's different times that have like maybe midnight is a different time, like not your 12 o'clock. Midnight might be a different, I don't know what time the markets, the open times, what they open. Yeah, no, but listen, everything is manipulated. It's not only the Nifty. That is part of the algo. That is everything is manipulated. You think these price swings are caused by buying and selling pressure? No. Every price swing that you see, every intermediate term high low or longer term high low, um, yeah, I'm in a long, Anthony. Hey, because of you, I'm trading. It's paper trade still, but hey, I'm in a long. Look where my target is, 40.28. I already moved my trade to stop loss to break even. It's his fault. I think Anthony was the one that got me into gold now. Hey, it's very clean, I must say. It's pretty clean. But let's see, because we're in this opening range gap. I just want to see if it's going to go over this 1/3 level and go up here, or is it going to reject here? So I'm just getting into it. So I'm just paper trading, and then I go into back testing, looking at the levels like midnight, my 4 o'clock, because I've got specific models that I use the specific times with. So I'm just sort of like, putting things on the chart that I use as well and just see how accurate they are. But I must say, so far so good. And if this trade works out, that's a pretty good trade. Let me see. Now, where did I put this might be a longer trade, but I'm a distribution trader, Anthony. So I always try to get the longer moves. But listen, I saw AMD here. Um, accumulation, manipulation, distribute. So this is the distribution move. So that's what I literally always look for in trades. But let's see if my logic works here. If not, hey, it's okay. Okay, so this is my trade, and my initial stop was here. Let me see. It doesn't count if I put my stop. This is a breaker. I saw the breaker being activated here. So where are you, breaker? Okay, I got in on the retest, and I put my stop right below the breaker, right over here. 7R trade, if it works out. Oh, no, I'm lying. Hold on, we'll see. Here we go. I think it's a little bit higher. The price can go a little bit higher, but I just put it a little bit below. So and yeah, and Anthony, also something that ICT has shared a while back, like if you have the opening range gap and price goes straight through it, that's a trap. People thinking, oh my God, the opening range gap has been filled. It's a short now. And that's where, and I went back into my journals to look at that as well. And I noticed that if it goes through it very fast, like it was here at 9:44 and at 10 o'clock it was done. People are a lot think, oh my God, it's a short, and then they go short from here, and then it just it just goes back up again. So that's why I had a few things that gave me the confluence. But hey, I might be wrong. But it's a break-even trade. If I lose it, it's fine. But hey, breaker activated. We also hit. This is also a higher time frame PD array I saw. Now I can't remember because I was looking at two things. I think that fair value gap might be disrespected though. Let's see if it's going to. Look, on the 5 minute, we also hit the breaker, right? This is also a breaker on the 5 minute. So for me, it's a very bullish structure. Let's see, on the 15, did we hit it? Oh yeah, look at that here. Yeah, it's a mitigation block here. Now the only thing that I don't like is this here. Oh, and Q 1034. Okay, I'm going to take the yellow box off. The gradients are the gradients of the opening range gap. I'm going to leave them on because they give me a lot of insight of the levels that is being used, right? So you can see clearly that we hit the 1/3 level and we are reacting from it, but is it really a short, or are we just, consolidating here, or are we going to go back into are we going to go lower again? Now, this is what happens when I move my stop, even though I didn't really move it that far. I could be stopped out, right? It could go back into this breaker. It could disrespect it as well, but it's Friday price action. I'm going to be stopped out. Or not. That was one tick. That was one tick, guys. $10.36. 10:36. What are you doing? Are you going to spike out of there? That was one tick. I did not get stopped out on one tick. Well, but I'm not there yet. We're not out of the woods yet. Price got rejected from mid FEG and going back up again. Yes. I just, guys, it is not a level that I really thought. It was just a level that I got in when I saw this breaker got activated, and I just market ordered in. That's what I usually do in this area, and then I put my stop below, and then I just brought my stop to break even. So it's not like I put it there on a, I didn't think, this is not like a level that I really thought about. This is just me getting, market order in and just in this area. So that was just a, I could have just as well been stopped out in this case. But I guess um, the universe wants me to stay in this trade. I love options. I used to actually trade options, but since I started with NQ, I stopped doing it. But I might go back into options as well at some point because it's a good way to hedge as well. But yeah, I think options are a good way to if you know what you're doing, it's a good way to trade them as well and hedge your positions with. Definitely. Are you trading? Are you already using options? It's good to have multiple things you can do. Um, but yeah. Okay, so again, my TP is still here. I do think we are going to go. I think we're going to go for the high. I really think this was the manipulation move, and this is going to be the distribution move. So but we'll see. Naked options is a lot. Yes, yeah, naked is a lot riskier. But there are ways to trade options in a safer way. There we go. Gosh, guy, I mean, hey, that doesn't happen a lot that you're that lucky, right? That you don't get stopped out on one tick. But I guess, hey, I love you now, gold. I love gold now. I wish I was in a real trade with this one. No, it's fine. I'm not going to touch my live account or with it until I really, really am sure with with the levels, like I have with NQ. So you see, NQ is just hanging around. I'm not interested in NQ. I think we might have hit the weekly objective. It took out the yesterday's high, but not the Wednesday's high. So the only thing I'm wondering, like, are we done? Because technically we can have a TGIF already because we took out a high. We could go back into the range and just go south. Or it could just hover here and then go back up and take out the other high. Until that moment, I'm more interested in NQ. If I'm honest, I would rather wait for it to show its hand a little bit more and I would rather take a short if it really does take out the other high, so Wednesday's high. And if it does that, then I do have I have a calculation that I use to see, okay, where is it going? Then I might be maybe not even for a short, but also for a long. And if I missed it, then I will wait for a short maybe. But I'm just watching, it just doesn't appeal to me. But let's see what gold does. Is everybody on gold bullish? Oh no, you should not get excited to get into a trade. That's not good. Hey, listen, I may sound like I'm controlled, but it helps me to talk about it, so that's why this channel, for me, it's about helping others, but it actually helps myself as well because I go over the things, and sometimes I'm saying things and I hear myself and I'm doing the opposite, and like, oh no, what did I just say? And then I think like, oh no, that's not smart to do. Um, and I loved, I'm not ashamed to say that I love paper. I got really to love paper trading. And I don't like back testing because I miss the emotions. But if I paper trade right now, I'm in a paper trade. But if I would lose right now, I would feel the same like I'm in a real trade because I'm on stream. I have um, framed a trade. It doesn't work, and I don't really mind if I framed it like a normal setup. I wouldn't be upset about it, but I still feel the same like shit. It didn't work. And then I reverse backwards to find out, okay, why didn't it work? The breaker was activated. We had a retest now, that we have a lot of retests here. So that might mean if you see this, that it does create a lower probability um, in all fairness. But I just, for me, the paper trading on live during live just helps me really improve my executions because of the journaling and because I feel the same. I treat them the same as a normal trade, but it keeps me away from losses. And I don't mind if it's a winning trade if I don't have the money from it. But I might be stopped out now. Let's see. Gosh, everything is consolidating now. Is Friday always like this? Also I mean, I know how Fridays are for MQ. They're more challenging, but I was wondering if gold um, just keeps hovering around in this area. It's annoying. Yeah, it's a lot of uncertainty. Um, I think I'm going to be stopped out now. I wouldn't be surprised. We'll leave it. Let me see. I do have a level on the lowest. If we do go down, okay, and Q, you're just doing that. I'm not interested in you. Do you think U.S. markets will crash this year? I see high debt, recession fears, job market is sharp growth of all-time high. Yeah, the house prices are high, but it's not the doom and gloom, right? I mean, they're really working towards. I mean, they're cutting rates now. Um, and also when are the midterms? I know that Trump obviously he wants everything to work out well, and during the midterms, because to secure that they keep the Senate, right? Um, I don't. I'm. When are the midterms elections? When midterms? When? November, U.S. Tuesday, 7th, April to the 3rd of November, 2026. Oh, are they April, May? Do they Are they a couple of months? Okay. Okay, they are November 3rd, 2026. So I think they're doing anything in their power to keep the market up. Hello, Magmax. Hey, I like your name. That's fun. Magmax. How are you doing? I use ICT concepts as I'm an ICT based trader, but I have implemented more time based models. So I've used ICT. So for example, this is my breaker. This trade, I might be stopped out though, but it was a breaker retest trade. So I use specifics from ICT, but I also trade. I had different mentors after ICT. I got very interested in the algorithm, and when I really found out that the algo is scripted against time, that's where got more interest in figuring out how the algorithm works. And that means getting more into time because the algo is scripted against time. Why? Because time is the one thing on your chart that cannot be manipulated. So if I call myself a time-based trader, that means it's more an algorithmic-based trader, but because of time, you need to understand the time, how it works in time to understand the algorithm. So, and ICT, the only thing that he goes over time-wise are the macros, right? Are you ICT? Are you ICT based? Are you interested in ICT trading? So I have a combination, but they're just actually building blocks of ICT basically. But so I add a lot of time elements, and my models are time-based. I try to trade as mechanically as possible, so that takes all the emotions out of it. And I'm always working on models, trying to get new models, and I just started this channel. Hey, Richard. So, and listening to the people that are subscribing. So I listen to feedback and I adjust. But yeah, what about you, Magmax? What do you trade? And I'm always learning. I see myself as a lifetime student of the market. So I just love it. Uh, yeah. Not driving today, Richard. I hope you didn't fall asleep from me listening to me talk. You didn't miss anything in London, by the way. It was pretty nasty. I'm in a gold trade, by the way. Uh, it's a pretty large trade though, 330 ticks. It's a paper trade, guys. So I'm just getting on the community request. Go with gold. I am stepping into gold now and just getting to know the concept, and I'm testing it if the levels are the same. So I'm getting out of my comfort zone of 3 years being married to NQ. So it feels a little bit like cheating, to be honest, but he's okay with it. So yeah. So basically, this is an ICT based trade, breaker, retest. Initially, I had my stop below the breaker. I brought it to break even, but you can see now it's been tested. So I'm a little bit, I've been almost stopped out twice, but I'm still there, still hanging in there, and I'm very bullish. And Q on the other hand, I am not, I just don't know because we took out yesterday's high, and it looks like a very solid level, but I'm wondering if it's going to take out Wednesday's high and then go back into the range. So I'm looking at NQ on this area here to see what it's doing, but it doesn't, it's just, we are both consolidating, yes, but this just looks a little bit cleaner to me at the moment. Hey, you hear what I'm saying, NQ? Gold looks cleaner than you. So I'm wondering, this would be a pretty good, awesome trade though, but again, the thing that I want to improve is my stop loss. If I trail it too fast, especially there was not a large move out of here, right? And I trailed it already, and you saw it how I was almost stopped out. And that was because it wasn't time yet because we're still in consolidation. But I believe this is the manipulation move. We had consolidation, manipulation, and this will be the distribution move. That is my analysis, but I could be wrong. I'm just saying. But 1/3 strong, one I really strong. Are you with me, Anthony? Do you agree with my analysis? It's power 3 with the manipulation of London. You mean, Richard? Are we talking gold? Let's go to the 15. You know, London had a good move, by the way, gold. I saw here. This move was pretty awesome, right? Look at this. I'm going to lower my TP into this gap here. I see this 15-minute gap now here. So I'm going to lower it a little bit. So I wanted to see a trade up here. And you talk about NQ. Okay, gotcha. So it's a power three with the manipulation on London. Let me quickly. Mm, I didn't even see this one yet. Let me just mark, calculate this. 0.5, one is here. This is a beautiful manipulation move. I agree with you. I didn't even see that because I just stopped. I was, this is just, it wore me out at some point. When you sit through it, you get so fed up at some point, and then you go. I went to the beach. I didn't see this. How could I have missed this? This is just a breaker retest again. This is the full breaker. Boom. We might go, yeah, I don't, it's, let's see. Okay, let's get back to the goal. We wanted to see go over this level above the 10 o'clock again. Then I get interested in Nasdaq. How's my trade doing? Okay. They're both a little bit consolidating, right? Now, if this trade would work, what did I do here? Into here. That was my stop was here initially. And this is my TP. Okay, 6 point. Let's make it 6.5. 6.5 point trade. But it doesn't mean anything if it doesn't move, right? Now, what I like about this candle here, this 5 minute, the bodies are above this, are above the 50% of this body here, so that I still have confidence in this trade. We just want to see this one disrespected now. We need to see. Oh, we're in a macro now, 10:54. So for me, it's all to see. I mean, I guess they all work the same, but I just want to see if they. Let me go to the 1 minute because I need the lower time frame. How candles work to see little signatures of the algo. Yes, algo, I'm hunting you. So you see, I graded the opening range gap. You see how beautifully it reacted from the 1/3, right? Went back to the daily open and then rejection block here. Now going to the upside. Now we went into this little rejection block. We went a little bit down, but now this is now liquidity because we have done the work. So now I think we're ready to go up soon. I hope. I think this might be a long trade though, but I like that. Mm, I don't like long trades, but I like the distribution moves. So, but I like the fast ones, to be honest. I just need to go back to double check if I'm not misreading anything because I might miss something. Um, 27. Okay, 40. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Hmm. So normally, being a time-based trader, if that level that I had actually had to be reached, I would have preferably wanted to that level to be reached before 11 o'clock. So if it doesn't reach it at 11, I'm a little bit. I just really need to reassess then. Hmm, 3 minutes to go. We're in a macro. Come on, do something in the macro, INQ. Are you gonna spike up or what? You gonna do something? So summer has really started here. It's the first day that I went to the beach. I couldn't, normally I just get out of the car without shoes on, without any flip-flops. And I walked on the beach and my feet were burning. I had to go back to the car. So that really means summer. Winter is nice on the beach here because then you can walk and you can do, ooh, whoa, a lot of wind. Um, so it's really nice that summer is starting, but there will be more insects flying around my head at some point. You'll see that. But yeah, I do better with heat than cold, to be honest. So it gets a little bit humid here, but that's what I like. There we go. Now this is what I like to see. Come on, go. You have 2 more minutes to go to that level. Go. Get a bit more, please. This is the first percentage fair value gap of gold. So I'm just seeing how it reacts there, but I really wanted to get over that level and I wanted to get to this level here before 11. We've got 2 more minutes, 1 more minute to go. Let's see. If it starts running and it doesn't do it for 11, I'll give it another 15 minutes. But if not, then I'll just take my trade off at some point. So that's how I use my time-based trading as well. We've got 1 more minute. Oh, look at NQ, guys. Oh my God, look at NQ. Whoa, look at NQ going down. You see this? Oh, you see that? You see that? Ooh. Well, like I said, that level is a very important level that has been hit. So I think it's a daily objective. Um, I have I want to go over something with NQ because it might be interesting for. It's still early. We still have a nice. I mean, I love to. I can talk charts all day, guys. If it's interesting enough, I'll stay on until my partner is not. He's traveling right now, so if he's not here, I can do that. Okay, go, Gould. Okay, it's 11 o'clock. I'll give it another 10 minutes because the macro is still running, but technically, I really want this level to be hit. Otherwise, I'll get out. Mm. No, I'm not moving my stop yet. I really wanted to go over this level here. Look at NQ. Gosh. Whoa. I think a lot of people have been caught. A lot of people have lost their evaluation, have lost their um, funded, I think, from that move. It was very violent. Wow. Jeez. Good. It's a nice move, though, to catch. Okay, now I'm getting interested. Now, if we have a close above this first presented fair value gap, I'm going to move my stop a little bit. My stop loss, yes. Okay, go. Oh, I hate that with paper trading. Then it sort of like, where's my stop? It always happens when it hides above the. Come on. Oh, here you go. Where are you? Hey, where are you? Come on, stop. I want to move you. Don't give me a hard time. Why are you not working? There you go. I'll just move. I will try. Yeah, yay! I'm in my first. It might be my first. It's my first winning trade on gold. Yay! Look how beautiful the stop loss is gold too, right? Gold flying and Q crushing. Let's see if my TP is going to be hit. Okay, you've got 8 more minutes. I love gold. I'm starting to like gold. Thank you guys for pushing me to gold and getting me like, I know, just to do analysis. Jeez, that move on NQ, that's a pretty nasty move. I actually, I was looking at it and I thought, can it go down that much? I'm like, nah, I don't think so. I was actually looking at it and then I was like, nah. Okay, now why did I not use put my stop loss all the way here? Because it's still fair value gap, right? So I'm thinking, okay, it could go down. I don't want to be wicked out and let's just gold run. I mean, let's just NQ run. I mean, if you see these, I don't get FOMO of this anymore. The only thing that I see is like, oh, there might be a good opportunity later. Let these moves just form, and then we'll get a nice, there will be opportunity to trade if it's going to go further down. Now, I don't want to be stopped out. That would be a bummer, to be honest. It's very bullish gold. Damn, it's very clean. I mean, I must say, guys, wow. Now, I don't know if you see that actually NQ has given back the whole week's range now. Because you see those white lines that I have drawn here? That is the weekly range. That's the full weekly range. We're almost out of the weekly range. The whole week is just, it's not the 20, 30, 40%. Am I saying that correctly? Let me just have a look. Wow, NQ is, well, gold is flying. Let's have a look at the weekly here. Wow, we're gonna get a red candle. That is, okay. I'm gonna show you something that I do. I call it the inverted TGIF. That's something that I use, but we'll get into NQ in a bit. But it works pretty darn well. I can tell you that. Wow. It's a whole week on 417 points. 400 points. Okay. We'll have a look at NQ later. Let's just focus on our beautiful trade here. Look at that going. And it really works well with my how I see the markets and time. Is it going to my level? Come on, take it, my level. Mm. There's a beautiful trade, guys, on gold. I like it. Wow. 4 more minutes, go. Otherwise, I'm taking it off. 292 ticks. That is a good trade on gold. Are you gonna do this macro? My first winning trade. Even though it's a paper trade, it's a winning trade, guys. Now I love gold. It's almost a 7R trade. Come on. Boom. There we go. Boom. Are you kidding me? You touched it, or did you not? You tapped it. My TP was actually a few points higher, but I always put it a little bit lower just to make sure that I get tagged in, because I don't want to be, not being taken out. I'm going to leave it. Come on, take it out now. We've got 11. See, I don't like that. How is that possible? I'm not touching. I need to wait. How many points is this? 32 points. Okay, come on, go now. You need to do it now. You see, it's not taking me, even though it already took it out, right? It doesn't take it, it's not reacting, the paper trading. Okay, there we go, finally. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Beautiful trade. Nice. And it worked, the levels were very clean. Um, clear breaker. We did have some consolidation here. And like I said, it was clear AMD, right? Accumulation, manipulation, and this the distribution move. And it also worked exactly in the macro and time-wise to that specific level that I was looking for. So I like gold. Yeah, good. Nice. Okay. What a trade. That was good, huh? Yeah. But that's why I'm happy that I'm going into it, because I just use my concept. And also I remember that I was looking at this opening range gap, and also that there are three, I would love to have three confluences, but yeah, there were enough for me to take that trade. Obviously, it wasn't a live trade or anything, but still, it's just it's the same. But I'm very I love the cleanness so far. That was a good trade. Yeah, nice. Always when you have I mean, this was a large trade, right? If you have this on your live account or whatever, um, you always have to sort of like um, not like really rest from it or something, but it's never a good thing that if you have a large trade to get straight into the another trade again. You always have to like um, it's the same. Like I did make a video about how overtrading works, but it's also when you have a winning trade, your brain also it gets stimulated in a way. Um, and you sort of like need to bring it back down. Even though if you have a trade like this, I still feel I do get excited because if it's a winning trade, and especially if it's a trade that if my analysis was correct, my level is correct. You see my level how almost to the tick. Um, my it is sort of like I need to calm I need to regroup again and get to neutral. So and I'm not ashamed of that because I still get excited. I still get excited when my analysis is correct and everything works out. Um, and it's been quite a while that I had a trade like that with such precision and time, everything lining up. So good. Yeah, I like gold. So I'll make a short of this trade because it's even though it's a paper trade, I don't care. It's still valid, right? It's the analysis that counts. It's sitting through the mistake that I made with uh, here, this area was a little bit, I went a little, imagine that I got stopped out. Anthony, imagine that I got stopped out with that here and missed that trade. Imagine that would have been, I would have been sick of that, really. So I'm definitely going to journal that. Like I do not, um, uh, that's really, that sucks, right? But then again, okay, we could have re-entered here anyway. Yes, I'm happy to have you, and let me know where you are in your journey. And hey, listen, I'm a lifetime student, so I'm still learning. I do have some technical knowledge, but I still consider myself a baby in a way. Um, and but yeah, I am able to have good distribution moves. That is mainly my I would say the thing that I am better in and I enjoy most doing so. I'm not really good at scalping. I'm trying to get into it, but it's just not um, it's not what I want. But yeah, let me know where you stand and what you because yeah, this channel is I started this channel as building a community, but also if I can speed up other people's journey and um, I guess that's part of and grow together, build a community and grow together. Because there's still a lot of things that I still need to learn as well. So, but anyway, let me know if there's any specifics. Are you into ICT already? So you see how I combine different things, right? I combine the breaker, I combine time, the macro, but also I would have. This was a pure macro trade, but yeah, there's a lot of activity in the trees. So I'm just sort of like looking what's in the trees. There's so much noise in the trees. I wonder what kind of either a bird or something else is in the tree that's making noise. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, that was a good trade. Happy. Hey, let's look. I mean, I'm just gonna let gold rest a little bit because it hit an objective now. So I think it made a new range. So it's not gonna. I think we can leave it for now for a while. But let's have a look at NQ, baby NQ. Let's see what NQ has done. Q has been naughty. See, it went right into the NWOG. You see that? All the way from now. Guys, I want to show you something that we marked in London. You see this yellow line here? Who was with me in London? We marked this, remember? And I said ICT said this price will be traded back into, because ICT just went into the suspension block, right? And so he hasn't given a lot of information on it yet. So I'm marking them just to see how they react. And look how beautifully they would have given so much information for the short. But let's go back to the London. Let me go to the where I marked it. See, that's the power of doing London as well, right? Um, it was actually on the 3 minutes, so let me go on the 3 minute. It was exactly here, and I said we have to mark it and see what happens. Now we reacted here from it, then the market went back up as a market maker buy model, right? You have a sell side, buy side. We took out the liquidity of Wednesday's high, not Thursday high. We didn't take out Thursday high, so a lot of people have been taken off guard. And look how it's the suspension block, this yellow line. Let me take off the first presented, but you see the bodies are not going over it. Boom. Wow. Why am I looking so weird? Okay. Sometimes I look at myself and then I see why is my dress so weird? But anyway, this was a good short, but you know what? I just yeah, wow. And now it's hovering around in the N walk. Um, okay, let me share something that I do on Friday. When we have this, when the TGIF, okay, so now we are, you know, the TGIF levels are, we're going to go through that level. Is there any news? Is there any news that is causing this right now? Um, um, let me hold on. I need to check something. Did anyone catch that short, by the way, on NQ? Wow, guys, I don't have any. To be honest, on NQ, I wouldn't even know what levels to use at the moment. It's surpassed. I mean, it just. I don't think this was really. Do we have some macro news? It went through everything. It's just going down. Wow. I'm not touching this at all at the moment. I'm just letting it go. Let it run. Um. The NQ is just. It's just a falling knife at the moment. Um. It might drop all the way back to 24,865. It might not stop before that level. 24,865 or maybe 24,900, another 40 points. Um, crazy stuff. Did anyone catch that move? Or I don't think so, right? I mean, you don't want to be in the. We have another N walk below. Ah, we're just going to let it drop and then we'll see later on with NQ. Um, we'll just have a, we're not going to FOMO in because, you know, it could slam back out, but it might drop a little bit lower, all the way to 24,859 to 24,860. And if it will go lower than that, I would say 24,817-ish at the low. So if you're yeah, I mean, there's an N walk at 24,860, 862-ish, which is also a standard deviation at -2.5. Then we have a monthly open below that, and then it could go all the way down to 816. But let's see. I'm not touching it though. I'm just letting it go and waiting for. But let me go. I want to show you guys something. But it's now what I do on days like this, right? And I notice that in journaling, what I've done. Now we don't know how low it's going to go. So I did mention, I think I did mention this in this week. Like sometimes you can see if you create a wick, you could get a red candle, right? Because it just creates the wick and then it goes down. Now we don't know how far down we are going, but you can use the TGIF, even though we have 1 hour, we have a unicorn set up on NQ on the 1 hour. Let's see quickly. Yeah, I think I was looking at on the 15. I did see some structure and let's go to the 1 hour. There's a lot of information here on the chart. Sorry, guys, but yeah, here, right? Yeah, yeah, it went exactly to the 862. What I said here, 854. Yeah, 862. It already went through it. And then we have another a lower level, 815. If it's gonna blast through this one, it's 815-ish. Wow. Richard, did you trade it? Did you take the trade? Yeah, there's a monthly open before the 815, so I think it's going to go to the upside a little bit. Well, we could frame a trade. I mean, I might frame a trade. I'm just going to paper trade it, I guess, but um, I think the 815 level is still in the cards. Or is it a turtle soup here along? Wow. What a move. Is it going to 815? It's 1124. Oh wow, it's 1124 already. I'm just having fun. I'm just having fun with you guys. Um, I was in long and I took a positive stop. Oh, you were in a long before the move down? 815. I think it's going to go to 815 now. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not getting in. I think 815, and if it blasts through that, then I have no idea. Let's see if it stops here for now. 815-ish, 819. Wow. It is an impressive move, I must honestly say. Oh my god, it's just blasting through it. Jeez. Oh, okay, now it's staying. No, it's just blasting through it. But you know, we had so much consolidation this week. It was really ugly, and then you get this, right? If there's so much. Okay, so it's reacting here at the 815. Okay. It's 812 already. It's already lower. Yeah, it's going lower. Gosh. Oh, you were in a long from London, but you have you were not. I mean, you were still in profit then, I guess. Wow, you took a long from London. That's awesome. Well, I hope you weren't stopped out in that you were stopped out in profit though. What a move! I mean, I must say, I'm impressed. I mean, imagine being in it. I mean, I would feel very uncomfortable because I just wouldn't know at the moment. There's nothing I would really. I couldn't frame a trade anymore here, I guess. I mean, if you can frame a trade, kudos to you. Okay, let's. Okay, six. If I let's, we can calculate the manipulation move and then see how far it can go. Let's do that here on the. Here, I was also long biased, right here. And we were imagine we were here trying to look at the 2 a.m. as a bunch of hopeful people trying to get a nice trade. Oh, if we okay, but the suspension block. Have you seen, Richard, that suspension block, the 3 minute suspension block? How well it actually gave knowledge about the okay, the manipulation move, the Judas of today is this is the Judas. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. But this is, I mean, this is some hell of a distribution move. Golly. Oh, you got a profit. Good. Okay. Nice. 5.5, 6 is here. I don't see it. What suspension block? Okay, you were in the car. So let me get back to the 3 minute. Yeah, were you this morning driving, right? You see this yellow line here? Look, we marked it in London. See how it worked here. Let me get rid of the first presented fair value gap so you can see it. You see how the wicks did not go over the, you can see wick, 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 and here, boom. And it was the wick at 3 minutes because it was a very clear. Now I was looking at it because of the 2 a.m. model that we're building, right? So this was the 150 to 210 macro. And I was looking at this suspension block and I said, okay, you know what? Let's see if price goes back into it and if it stops here. But it wicked through it, and on the 3 minute, you could clearly see that the body stayed in it, but the wick went through it. So that's why I went to the 3 minute and I thought, okay, let me mark the 3 minute exactly because the 1 minute wasn't as clear as the 3 minute. So I marked the 3 minute suspension block, thinking of what ICT says. Price will use it again later in the day most of the times. So, and we're still investigating because he hasn't gone into it that much, right? But I was thinking, like, is this really the only use of it? Because it's sort of like, yes, it rejected from it, but it was a mini market maker buy model during the London session. And now look at this, how it used it again. How powerful. I think that's impressive, right? I love discovering these little things and just um, going over them. Now, what I would have loved to see a little bit more was a retest, like it goes out of it, and then a retest that it goes taps it. So because this is hard to enter because you have it, it goes out of it and then it runs, right, and then there's no retest anymore. So this was a hard to trade though. But hey, listen, if you look at the structure, if this is a breaker, It's a very look how deceiving this is, because you know you oh no, hold on, there is no, it didn't go above the breaker, there is no close. Let me see, is there, you see here is the breaker, it does wick above it, but there's no body close. But it could still be deceiving, right? Because the wicks go over it. But now you have to be very careful. You need a body close above. Um, I don't know. This is a very tricky area because you could see the body go over this body, and people would see it like, oh, the breaker's activated. And then here again, but it's you need a body close above the wick, not no wick. So, but hey, look, this is a bullish structure. Normally, right? You have a breaker, you take liquidity and you go back up. You have a change in the state of delivery, right? You engulf this candle, so people are getting long because hey, there's a close. This is higher. This is one tick higher. So technically, this is change in state of delivery. So people are getting long here. This is a lot. I mean, I could have been fooled here as well. In all honesty. Um, but this would have given it away, right? Because you go lower, so you go below the breaker. This invalidates the long here. This moment here, you go below the breaker. This invalid. Always get out. Whenever you have a breaker trade or you change the state of delivery and you use the breaker, you see price go below the breaker, it invalidates. Do not stay in. Even though it goes back up, you get out. If you miss a move, you miss a move. But you see here what happened. So always put your stop below the breaker. And if it goes below the breaker, you're out, no matter what. That is really the point of the breaker trade. Yeah, most likely on the 1 minute you'll see an inversion here, so that's why inversions can be a little bit more tricky. Let's see if there's an inversion. Yes. See, people might be fooled because they see an inversion and it just taps into the inversion, right? So they think, oh, okay, it's still a valid trade. But it invalidated the breaker. So you always have to look at the breaker. You see there's a body that close below the breaker here. So even though you would have an inversion trade, you get into the inversion, but you do incorporate the breaker for, you don't want the price to go into your inversion. It's just not allowed to go below your breaker. That's it. So yeah. But it's okay if you take a quick trade though. I mean, if you take it here and you get out here, that's okay. I mean, then if you don't expect it to, if you don't hold it, it's fine. But yeah, just be careful. Okay, guys, I'm just thinking if it's worthwhile to stay. You know what? What time is it now? 11:33. I think I'm gonna stop the stream, but I might if let's see what lunch does. I think I'm gonna eat something, and I might start a new stream if it's really interesting, the price action. If it's worthwhile to go back on, I might do it. But only it needs to be very it needs to be worthwhile, and there need to be good trade setups and something to talk about. What do you think? I think that might be I could do that. And if it's not interesting, then we just leave it. Then we'll see each other on after the weekend. But if it's interesting, I'll be back on. So yeah, just keep an eye on the channel. I'll post it. I'll give a message. So then I think that's the best to do right now because it's just this move has been so violent. I mean, I don't want to enter right now. I really want to reassess a little bit, and then we'll take it from there. So for now, I'm just going to say a quick bye-bye and maybe till in a bit. And otherwise, it will be after the weekend. But I think I'll get on after the because I'm really curious what NQ is going to do, and if we get a nice V-shaped recovery, because I might be interested though. So we'll see. So I'll see you. I'll catch you in a bit. For now, I want to wish you bye-bye and be careful. Do not go into any trade if you're not sure. Don't lose any money. Don't give any money back to those greedy people. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Ciao, ciao.